But online or e-tailing is where all the buzz is, and Raymond also has decided to launch a new channel by going by launching a new website. To talk about why Raymond is planning to really go aggressively when it comes to the online business, I have with me Sanjay Bahl, CEO Lifestyle Business with Raymond. Sanjay, good afternoon to you and thank you for joining us. My first question to you is that Raymond has got a very strong on-ground store presence. By going the e-commerce way or e-tailing way, won't you be cannibalizing the sales of your existing stores?
Actually, in long term, for any mass consumer brand which has basic relevance with categories like clothing and lifestyle, we firmly believe that omni-channel strategy is the right strategy to pursue. So, on your question on specific cannibalization potential or vulnerability of physical retail, we think that the equilibrium will eventually set if we are able to really manage the product mix well. So, for example, we are planning going forward to have exclusive line only for digital channel, and that would prevent any cannibalization because that would be a channel-specific stock that we could invest into. So, I think the long-term play, as we see in a market like India for mass brand, is that eventually the organized trade, physical brick and mortar, digital channel, and the unorganized trade will settle down into an equilibrium, and all these potential conflicts that are currently visible will stabilize.
How much are you investing in this setup? And give us an expectation on whether it becomes a revenue stream for the company eventually.
Currently, in fact, the investment is limited to the e-commerce platform and the manpower that we've really put in to really service this and launch this channel. But going forward, the investment will become into working capital, specifically in the case that I talked about if you go in for exclusive online collection that we launch. So there would be certain working capital investment. The warehousing is largely shared service, and most of the back-end platform commercial are all shared service. So the investment at this point of time is nominal, but given that it's a long-term strategy to remain committed to this channel and get into a viable channel out of this, we will continue to invest pretty aggressively on this channel, both in terms of creating customer traffic as well as in terms of enhancing the specific services that we offer on this channel.
Existing Raymond merchandise is currently available on various sites like Amazon and Flipkart. So what would be the big differentiator for your own website when your products are already available on other popular sites?
Yeah, so there is in sites which are marketplace sites that you talked about, whether it's Amazon, Flipkart, Jabong, Myntra, in which all our products are available. The way it really goes is that they will pick up the stock that from their perspective will appeal to their customer base who's coming onto their site. So to then showcase possibly 6,000 SKUs that we have in our apparel brands, or to then add on to that a further suiting fabrics that we have, shirting, or services like made to measure, which are very specific service-oriented kind of propositions to the consumer. The entire panorama of Raymond services first cannot be displayed. So internal online platform like RaymondNext.com that we've launched does augment our ability to really showcase the entire range of products and services offerings by Raymond at one common destination. So if somebody's bought into the proposition and wants to check Raymond, RaymondNext.com is a preferred destination. For other players, in terms of pricing, the other question you talked about, what we have agreed as a framework with with most of the marketplace e-tailing players is to ensure that our effective MRP or the market selling price is no different than the e-commerce site. We are betting on our brand pull for the fresh merchandise. Merchandise which is more than a season or 2 seasons old will continue to be sold at a discount, and the discount is not going to be extreme differential from the way the marketplace discounts operate in apparel categories. So to that extent, we have protected the price cannibalization on account of pricing which could happen by having an operative arrangement with most of the e-com players in the market. So the differentiator is one common destination for all product services of Raymond Group, which the other players will not do, and pricing will be more or less similar. The third could be exclusive online collection that we may launch as we go forward.
Fair enough. Also, what about scale? Because I don't know what the plan is, but in terms of the traffic that comes onto the website, do you have any internal targets? Would this be essentially catering to the main cities or tier 2, tier 3 cities as well, and also the export market?
Yeah, so I think the overall, currently the apparels, as you see, is the number 2 category on digital channel and number 1 on physical online, especially the organized trade. So it is a very significant category to be present in digital channel, and it's been growing extremely aggressively. Last year, the category crossed about 2,000 crores or so, and growing at about 35 to 40% CAGR. So it's an aggressive, high growth, and a very traction-led category for most of the e-commerce players. As a operator or as a business, typically it contributes to about 2 to 3% of revenue for a more established players in markets like India or any developing economy in the world. Very developed economies would see growths or digital channel contributing to as high as even 10% or even higher than that. But in India, we think that at a maturity stage, which could be about 3 to 5 years from now, it should reach about 5 to 7%. Currently, it's at about 2 to 3% of most of the apparel players who've been there in the market for about 6 months to about a year from now. So our first target in the 12 months is to reach the market norm of about 2 to 3% of our revenue coming from
Sanjay, I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there. Good luck with the new venture, and it was great talking to you. Moving on, in what has come as a big relief for Avanta Group's